A child who grows up with a smartphone doesn't just grow up with a device. They grow up with a constant stream of stimulation, feedback, and invisible comparison. And the psychological impact of that environment is subtle. It doesn't always look dramatic. It often looks normal because it's everywhere. For the first time in history, children are developing their attention systems in a world where boredom is optional. The moment discomfort appears, waiting in line, sitting quietly, feeling restless, a screen removes it. On the surface, this feels harmless. But psychologically, boredom is not the enemy. Boredom is where imagination activates, self-soothing develops, and internal dialogue begins to form. When a smartphone consistently interrupts boredom, the brain adapts. It becomes efficient at scanning, swiping, and shifting attention quickly. What it practices less is sustained focus. Over time, some children begin to experience ordinary classroom pacing as too slow. Not because they lack intelligence, but because their nervous system has been conditioned to expect rapid novelty. There's also the issue of emotional regulation. Smartphones provide instant distraction. A child feels sad, awkward, or frustrated, and relief is one tap away. The problem is not the relief itself. It's that the brain doesn't get enough practice sitting with discomfort long enough to process it. Emotional muscles develop through repetition. If discomfort is always bypassed, resilience can lag behind. Another subtle shift happens in social development. Childhood used to revolve around physical interaction, reading facial expressions in real time, navigating awkward pauses, resolving small conflicts face-to-face. When much of communication moves through screens, cues become simplified. Emojis replace micro-expressions. Typing replaces tone. For some children, this can create a gap between digital confidence and real-world social fluency. But the most powerful influence smartphones introduce is comparison. Even at young ages, children begin absorbing curated versions of other people's lives. They see highlights, filtered images, popularity metrics. The developing brain is not naturally equipped to separate performance from reality. So self-worth can quietly attach itself to visibility, likes, views, reactions. Identity starts forming not just from who they are, but from how they are received. This doesn't mean smartphones automatically damage children. Technology itself is neutral. The psychological outcome depends on context, boundaries, and modeling. Children don't just learn from the device, they learn from how adults use it. If parents are constantly distracted, half-present, scrolling through dinner, the child internalizes that divided attention is normal. If parents set structured limits and demonstrate balance, the device becomes a tool, not an environment. There is also a cognitive advantage to growing up digital. Many children develop faster information filtering skills. They become comfortable navigating multiple streams of input. They adapt quickly to new platforms and technologies. The brain is plastic. It adjusts to its environment. The question isn't whether adaptation happens. It's what kind of adaptation is reinforced most often. Psychologically, the deeper concern is not screen time alone. It's replacement time. What disappears when the phone appears? Unstructured play, daydreaming, quiet observation, face-to-face repair after conflict. These experiences build executive function, empathy, patience, and self-awareness. Children who grow up with smartphones are not doomed, but they are being shaped by an environment that moves faster than emotional development naturally does. Because childhood is not just about consuming information. It's about learning how to sit with yourself. And no device can do that part for them.